Session, a new option to lengthy and expensive litigation, was held in this conference room behind the court of the Chief Magistrate. The 5 mothers who pursued legal action were represented by attorney Karim Musa. They asked us not to show them on camera because it was an emotional time for them. The session lasted more than 3 hours, while an agreement was brokered by the mediator. That included private discussions with KHMH CEO Gary Longsworth and his attorney, as well as discussions with both attorneys and the families outside the conference room. Finally, at nearly 1 this afternoon, there was an agreement.
But we cannot disclose anything about it. It's all confidential. Thank you very much.
Both parties satisfied, sir?
I imagine so.
I will agree that in fact a settlement was arrived at. All the parties discussed it. There was a back and forth, and at the end of the day I think all the parties are satisfied. Certainly it can be argued that litigation fatigue set in. As you know, these mothers have been going through a lot over the last year and a half since losing their children at the hospital, and the process only brings it back, Daniel. So each and every time they have to go through these lengthy processes here at the court, I think they just want to put it behind them, and certainly that was what was done today.
The settlement includes an apology and a financial settlement by the KHMH. The agreement today was made with 5 mothers who lost their babies to a deadly bacteria at the KHMH last year. There were allegedly 13 infant deaths, but the other mothers were not involved in this mediation process for their own reasons.
You have, within 1 year, there's a statute of limitation within which they are to bring their claims, and as I understand it, they were not interested. They wanted to put it behind them right off the bat, so they never instituted action, and as I understand, these were the only ones interested in going that route.
For these parents whose babies died at the hospital in 2013, resolution and closure were long in coming, but litigation in the courts would likely have taken much longer. And while there is a financial settlement, it wasn't really about that.
Had it gone to full trial, I believe that they may have gotten a little more, but certainly it is in the range. No amount of money can bring back their children. I think we have to realize that this thing is more emotional than anything else, and all they really wanted was an apology from the hospital. So whether it's $1 or $1 million, it never mattered to them in the first place. They felt disrespected. They felt that the hospital just threw them under the bus, and this was an opportunity for them to vent. And certainly that's one of the reasons why we took long in the conference room, because they had that opportunity to vent, and it was very emotional, very traumatic. But I think they do not want to have to go through this any longer. They just wanted their children to pass with dignity.
The mediator in today's session was Jolliker Leander, the regional commander of the Salvation Army. The KHMH was represented by attorney LeSean Torres. Mike Rodon for News 5.